ex-in-game leader of the Astralis boys. Familiar with the majority. He's got him to this point. A big win from Nuke and a big win from Chris J's clutch that otherwise could have made it look like a very different state of affairs. dupreeh spots a couple on the cross. He just runs across, drives by, hopes that that does draw attention. But look at the call here. A fast smoke and a quick run up long.
Oh, I like this. I love the pace. It's caught the rotation off guard and Glaive's out of position. He's under pressure.
Ooh. Trying to get out of dodge. Getting swung on. He's done well to evade all of that hunting. And they're coming in with a 4-man stack. Astralis are actually on the right place at the right time. And the nades are doing damage now. Glaive's holding them at the arm's length. Starting to advance now. Glaive's made this so much work. Finally, Rops, a war of attrition. 1, Carrigan caught off, and 2 for Magisk. Nearly onto Bemis as well, but it's not done just yet. Bomb's loose. dupreeh's working on the banana push. But look how passive they're playing there. They're not giving Bemis anything to move. And look what happens when you do. He's hit the goosh, wants to apply some pressure, and that's it. That's their exit strategy. They don't have the bomb, but they now know that the majority likely are on that B site. Rops will drop a weapon. 4 bullets. Zipex is a full 12. Now reloading the clip. God. Peeking into mousesports aim is scary stuff, and you can see why. Rops manages to make it a 2v2 now. This was a 4 versus 2. And these boys, Bemis and Rops, more than capable, taps away at the head. They know where Magisk is. He hits it, and he knows the other's there, tagging him away. Oh, and Magisk just makes a pistol round statement with just the 1 HP to spare. He saves his team from a catastrophe at the hands of Rops.
Great stuff from Magus. He had huge impact on their nuke CT pistol and doing it again here on Inferno. That's a big one for Astralis. They almost lost that. There was very good fragging coming out from Bemis and Rops in tandem. It felt like they had done enough. There was only a few bullets left in reserve for Magus if he had to reload. I think it was 4 in total. So he wouldn't have had a lot to duel with if he had gone down and pinned down towards dark. It would have been no easy feeders. Mal's going to bounce back immediately with a 4-spot. It's a Galil, a Scout, 2 Deagles, and a Tech 9. And Zipex, well, he's flooded down Banana. He's taken a lot of room.
I'm surprised they haven't gone for the deep smoke. It seems that they
went even deeper. T-stairs.
T-stairs?
Yeah, well, at least this means that if they wanted to flank, someone has to keep their eyes on Banana. The smoke, oof.
That'll be enough for Zipex, I think.
Yeah, maybe let's not pick that one again. That Galil is quite scary.
He's solo B right now. You really don't want to be dying on a jump peak.
Didn't he just push down with an MP9? They've traded weapons mid-round.
Good point.
Now onto an M4, left with a smoke.
That
excuse me?
Is one way to entry. Frag, it's with a Scout no less. Magisk caught by Chris.
What the hell was that? It looked like a little flick.
Didn't get to see it from his POV. They are advancing B and they rotate from Glaive to join them.
Look how quick and early Zipex used his smoke. It didn't feel like he was under much pressure, but he's already dropped the top banana smoke. That's about to dissipate.
And they'll just start grouping up on the back of this. Feels like a B. Looks like a B, and 5 members of Mouse about to flood in. Zipex has an M4. He has to get good use out of this, has to get value, and has. Taking down the first 2. It was actually Glaive through the smoke that makes it even more awkward. They was isolated by the Molotov. And Zipex, this is exactly what they asked of you. Giving him the M4 has paid dividends. Now, device tagged by the Scout does want to get away and let the health of Zipex finish the job. Perfect. Triple kill from him. Glaive gets the double, and Astralis convert the second round force. So mousesports will have to swallow their pride a little bit here. Might be a P250 or a Desert Eagle if you're feeling frisky. Rops is.
Okay, I want to go into this one thinking it'll be clean, but after the things I just saw on Nuke, maybe I should hold my breath. Let's wait and see as Astralis are able to keep this clean. They need to build a bit of a bank, and when you consider their CT side on Nuke, they were whittled down time and time again from Mouse. They made almost every single round close until they eventually broke the dam, and here they've kicked it off very well. Rops straight onto Magus. That's another opening. Magus has gone down early in the last 2. Hero of the pistol, the first to fall. Straight onto Frozen. He's yet to find a frag, and now Device is taking space.
Like that.
Still 2 towards Banana. Carrigan kept on notice there. They don't have any utility to work with. It's just bodies they'll be throwing. And they're betting out utility, and there's the bomb. So Device, with his aggressive play, has been able to take out Chris J. Left on his lonesome in alt mid. Bomb drops.
Didn't quite get the bounce off the smoke he was hoping. Carrigan just pushes into the hurt locker. dupreeh peeking down middle. Bemis has used this nicely to recover the bomb without contact. coming up from the underpass, but he is alone. And with a unarmored P250, one can assume.
Oh, he might get a timing here. Let's see if he wants to clear off towards the window room, because I don't know if Device has realized he's lost the bomb.
If he gets the plan.
He's going to get a plan out of this.
No way.
He actually is.
No way. Making as little noise as possible. Crossing into
heard
the
now.
site. Yeah, it makes sense. Dupree might try and wallbang it. I think he's got it.
Oh,
Oh, just in time. Bemis in a 1v4, no armor pistol. He's managed to get the bomb plant, and that's going to really fill the coffers for mousesports. That's $800 each extra.
That might get under my skin a little bit as well if I'm on the Astralis defense, because you knew that you were operating with 4 players still alive, and he somehow found the gap, somehow slipped the net, and given his team a bunch more cash to be working with. Still well handled and clean. Clean in the sense they don't have to upgrade too many weapons here. Chris now just, I don't know if he's given us a glance or maybe the second monitor, but regardless, love to see some more magic moments out of him.
Yeah, as soon as it looks... I mean, next time I see Chris J in a clutch that's just never supposed to happen, I'll just make sure I call it. Because the man does like to bend the expectations of the masses. CT's doing something a bit different this time. You can see how late they are arriving to A.
I like this, though. It's mousesports taking the space, knowing that there is a tendency for those 3-man banana leans. And look at the gap that they've found. This is fantastic. The smoke's about to clear. Dupree might get a rude shock.
What a shot from Device. Dupree wins his duel as well. And that's 2 early casualties now for Mouse to overcome. Dupree's pushing in. They want to take that long control back. They want to peek brackets from long, and it's perfect. Frozen won't be caught. And Carrigan starting his advances. There's a gap, and he's found it. Look at that frag. Glaive goes down. Zipex has to stop that plant, but Carrigan's working on the flank fast, and Zipex not had the greatest of series. So far, so good, though. Needs to take a lot of damage. Does inflict some to Bemis. It's not enough. Carrigan's so flashed, though. He's practically a dead man walking. Now, just a dead man dying. 2 on 3. Astralis have the numbers, but the bomb is ticking. Mousesports in pursuit of their first round. Magic from CT.
Look at all the smokes.
Yeah, they're going to push it. They got a flash. They're going to boost. I kind of hate it. Magic's not going to be ready for this, though. There should be a trade, and they know exactly where Bemis is now. That's the issue. He had to get up there with help. It has to be Pool. A flash evaded. Device caught by it. Oh, he could win this. Bemis caught by Device, and they've got to defuse in time. Dupree on it. Mousesports, that was one of their best bets so far. And it's come up. Device 4K retake.
I like the fact that mousesports did a lot of their action there unannounced, but it meant that they had a lot of utility as they were getting taken down. Unfortunately for them, not able to use the smoke gimmicks to their favor, and Device with 4 in the round.
We do need to acknowledge that that was a 3 versus 5, though, and it came down to the nitty-gritty again. Bailed out by the retake of Device and his fragging prowess, but that was a well overcome from Mousesports. They managed to catch those picks, that contact walk in. I think Zipex just taking the jiggles on Coffin, didn't catch the slip of the net of Carrigan.
This could be a classic Mousesports set piece. Lots through second middle.
Device hit a great banger on Rops in apps, by the way, to start that round off. Good nade.
Great nade. I thought they might be setting up for something very early here, Mousesports. They were the ones who came up with that fast ult mid execute where they just really drive it home onto A, but up they go. Smoke up middle. Device smoked off. Quad very fast. Magus, he's got to do some damage. More nades coming in. Into the site goes Bemis, and he's looking for a frag. He's found Dupree. They found some space. Astralis are held at bay. They have to play around the smokes. Magus is still alive in the pit right now.
What's Dupree up to? Excuse me, Device up to? He's just on the Vespa. Finally gets knocked off it. Ooh, a bonus. Magis gets to keep hold of his smoke, and Zipex has actually burned one down. Bemis does not manage to save himself. Christo, with just 17 HP, jumps into the flames. That's a double kill on the Zipex molly. You rarely see something get so much value. Can he finish the job, though? He's just walking up through the smoke. There's a wide swing, can't hold, and now Mousesports find their first. It's a product of a lot of team effort. Almost everyone getting a kill there. Contributions from Chris, twofold.
That was still quite quick. It wasn't spawn-based. It wasn't completely on the fly, but they've dropped similar smokes. Smoke towards the pit position. That held Magus get bait. Smoke over towards the mini pit so that the wrap is difficult.
You saw how powerful, by having Graveyard presence from Device, it meant that that molly had so much value on Zipex. They couldn't just run out of the site and play Graveyard pit.
An almost round there for Astralis, I guess, but they've been caught off guard by the pace here of Mouse, and let's see if it slows down or if it continues forward. Deep smoke towards Banana. I think that one's just missed, maybe even a gap as Device has found Carrigan, a good entry.
They're going a bit faster up mid now. Bemis is making good ground.
Heavy rotation from Astralis coming too.
Ooh, Magic a bit indecisive, and it could cost him. They're pushing everything. He's going to find Dupree on short, and it is frags favoring Astralis. Only Frozen and Rops remaining, and caught on the wallbang. Magic has done great work, great value out of his position there. He tags up Frozen. Unconfirmed damage. Astralis have kept the pace change completely under lock and key, and it is going to be another clean round from Astralis. 4 bodies left standing. They might grab a couple of AKs if they can reach. Can't in time.
So you might be questioning on why they just kind of ran in that way. Why they just went, oh, let's get over to A as quick as we can. Well, it's because of this kill right here. Device traditionally an A holder. When you see him over towards B, it's pretty clear that they're doing a 3-man B lane. So that rotation straight up towards A was to punish the timing of Astralis, but they held strong, and we've got a couple of fans on the fan cams here enjoying what they're seeing. Sports might have to slow it down and try and play out some more isolated duels, see if they can use Rops in the same way they did on Nuke, just peppering towards ramp, really harassing a key area of the map with his mechanical ability and procedural clears. There we go. We've seen someone not flub the jump there, Alex. There's been a couple of times that teams have been falling off on that balcony dive, giving away a couple of sound cues. Smokes to work with again, AKs and Deagles, so this one still could be a very dangerous round for Astralis. Especially with Rops being one of those AK-47s. Another smoke towards Halls. That will hold him back. mousesports are throwing out a couple of their own now. Triple smoke onto the balcony. Looks like we're about to get this one underway. Yep,
it's a full 5-man commitment into 4. And Rob's using that smoke. He's thrown it so precisely. He has the one-way Zipex. That damage, that destruction, that's against 2 of the better weapons. Rops is still holding out hope for a Device frag, and with one click of his mouse, he finds it. Short-lived celebrations. It seems Dupree plans to win the round right there. Just a double on the remaining brackets control that mousesports were holding on to, and a 6th round on the board for Astralis. Just 7 rounds in. CT side getting off to a flying start, starting to nurture a bit of a bank account as well. That was great from Zipex. Nearly got all 3.
All right, looks like Dupree's getting fired up. Even the smiles on the faces.
Landmine set back. Nice!
Oh, Magisk has opted in just with an MP9 here and no utility. He might have been expecting a low buy. Regardless, he's barreling down middle.
And Carrigan's been caught with nades in his hands.
That's a yikes from me.
That's a punish. That hurts, and he's even perhaps got the AK upgrade. He's gonna run through the flames and disappear off Banana. That's a loss. Oh god, A must be wide open, right? You've just seen Magisk charge down middle. Robs has just killed your A defender. Dupree, Zipex, Glaive, Magisk, everyone's a bit paranoid. Dropping the incendiary and tucking into pit, Dupree gives them time to fill their lungs with some air. Less stressful now. There isn't the immediate punish to the death of Device. Same smoke worked well. Astralis have cooled this. Glaive jumping for info, nothing. Banana still. They throw a smoke on a smoke, and Rops one-waying. Not this time. Dupree punishes it perfectly, and oh my god, he's got another! A deliberate MP9 finds a double kill in the round, and coming back to B is Frozen. Glaive's been given the forewarning. He jumped over the AK. And Glaive, careful, bro. Yeah, very careful. Oh, Frozen's got a chance here. It's minimal. He's burning. 9 HP, and a Glock headshot gets him a chance. He's got enough time to get the bomb down here. That's something. Glaive's going to be kicking himself. He just didn't expect the charge so fast. Is there anything left for Frozen to contribute? He's missed his molly, means Dupree can push in. And Dupree hitting another headshot. Double kill for him in the round, but 7 for Astralis. mousesports looking a little absent. The opening stages of our 3rd map here. Great stuff from Dupree and Magisk. The fact he charges down here. Let's see Carrigan's death, because that's a death puncher right there.
Yeah, you're not happy with that whatsoever. And him getting away is even worse. It's like, well, he ran all the way down mid, he killed me, and no one was even available to trade. I cannot believe that kill.
Yeah, right
there. I'm just taking a look right now back at the series in Pro League where mousesports picked up Inferno 16-6. they started on the CT side, Alex, and they won 14-1 on their CT half. So wait and see when they swap on over. We might have to start calling it if Astralis get 11 or 12 rounds, but if Mouse are able to get 5, they might be happy with that, knowing just how much of a haul they put in back in October, I believe it was. This one's slowed down, looking more like a default spread utility towards top banana.
Device is about to get pressured, though, and I think he's thought better of it. Astralis very mobile on the CT side. They're always trying to hedge their bets in favor of the mousesports commitment, as you would expect, but doing such a great job of it. Now, just to be tested. Good nade. Softens him up. This is the retake of Banana, and there's nobody pushed up. Nade does great damage onto... Oh, God, the partnership. It was Xipex's nade, and it's Xipex's bullets that finished the job. Does Device fancy himself a little wall bang? Just do it.
There's only 45 seconds left, and there's 2 towards Banana, and now 2 coming back from second mid. They need to clear this, and they can't.
Device just gets one and disappears, evaporates.
It's perfect. You take a shot, you fall back, you take another line, you force them to continue to work.
Just with one less man. Okay, so with 20 seconds, they have to be coming. Xipex knows all he needs to do is just slow them down, and unloading his magazine in the flash. Device does catch one. Late arrival from Banana. There's Rops to come as well. Oh, good shot. Rops delivers space and a chance. 2 versus 4. The nade damage is so great. He managed to avoid spraying down Frozen's 1 HP remaining. So the 2 of them, the highest fraggers from the squad on Nuke, looking to clutch up against all odds. And Glaive's been brought down to 5. It's not low enough. Frozen does have an AWP, but it doesn't get him far enough. Rops needs to clutch. Glaive's low. And he can't hit the shot. Great stuff. They've got time. Astralis will make an 8th.
Good damage there from Rops. Good attempt as well. Even picking up the AWP to give to Device again, so not having to expend too much on the repurchases of Astralis, but mousesports will be taking their first timeout just to discuss their options. So we've seen early pace out of them when they try and snowball onto that A bomb site within the early stages. They've been able to get ground, they've been able to make it messy, but it hasn't paid off. Dividends so far, just the one for mousesports to discuss what the bloody hell is going wrong and what can we make go right. Their purchases, not fantastic, as you can see here. They haven't been getting a lot of kills. Carrigan with 1, 3 apiece for Bemis and Chris J, 5 for Frozen and 10 for Rops. This is much more familiar as what we were seeing on Dust 2 to kick this series off.
How successful Mouse have been in those bomb plans, though. I mean, admittedly, a couple of them were the Frozen or rather Bemis 1v4 one, yeah, sure.
Still, it's helped them get a bit more cash and stay threatening.
Yeah, well, the threat, unfortunately, has been rather lopsided. It's Rops who's definitely been capable of making things a little awkward for Astralis. Device is going for something a bit aggressive here. He might even go for a second mid look. Decides he wants to hold his ground. There is a timer on this. The second mid charge coming in from Frozen and Chris, and that'll be enough for Device to back away. Drops his incendiary as they even jumped across to make sure that AWP wasn't going to hit his shot. Hello, Chris.
Okay, very quick up into middle. He's going for one of these smoke gimmicks like they tried on the first gun round. Second smoke means he doesn't want to hang around for another 20 seconds.
Easy, Devi. Frozen's peeked into him, and not bad from Frozen to have such a tight line against the AWPer. He brings him down to 27. It is just not enough, though. Needed to be the kill. Chris J's working on the flank. Device can hear him. He's just hoping that this is enough.
Freeze called off guard.
Yeah, he can handle this. Gets the first. Carrigan, though, has been spotted. That's the bomb on his back. Bemis and Rops are working Banana. Device and Magisk have to stay on A. This is a round that Carrigan can really play with here. They're going back to A. And Xipex through CT spawn practically confirms it. Magisk digs into pit. Bemis and Rops walking on up. Device is low, but he's AWPing on a site, and that'll be very hard to deal with. Unless Carrigan's got a smoke for pit. Magisk might not be able to contribute so much anymore. Crossfire established. They're coming up short. Device doesn't miss. Magisk reveals, and the crossfire is just perfect. Rops hits a banger. He's finished off nicely. So, triple kill from Device on that site. Can't come near him. It was Frozen that brought him so low, and that could very well have been the difference maker, but timeout time, and I don't blame him. This is a map that mousesports have had some great success. You said a 5-map spree from mousesports on Inferno.
Yeah, 4 or 5,
4 or
something like
5,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, very, very close. But regardless, it's been big wins. They've been able to take down big. Last night in a 16-4, they were looking very, very good in that performance there. That was the third and decider as well. And I don't know if they're out of options just yet, but a lot of their plays, a lot of their moves just haven't been working. They've been losing a lot of these opening duels. And that is really not going to sit well. When they have the max loss bonus currently, it means it's probably a partial buy. But this is round 11. Astralis have a chance to get double digits here. They've kept the money kind of honest. So take a look at Astralis. They haven't built a huge bank. It's the top end's 48.50. And the bottom end is Megas down to 650. So it's just going to take a round or two for mousesports. If they're able to keep this one competitive, get another plant, make sure that this bank can't be built from Astralis, then they could be on for 5. They still could walk away with 5 rounds in this game. Oh, great shot. Using the smoke device, takes out Bemis, and now the execute will be set up onto A. Going back over towards Banana was Carrigan. He just wanted to pick up whatever nade was off of his corpse. Throws out one to keep device at bay. It's a 4-man A lane right here.
Okay, look at Magisk and Rob standoff. This is going to feel weird. As it fades, Magisk is going to have to adjust. Oh, or is he? Throws his smoke into the toes of Rops. They're coming up short. And that works wonderfully. Magisk cannot ask for more. He just transfers. He knows there was a cheeky Rops hiding in the hidey hole. Smoke buying him just enough time to hold his line for the short push. Great stuff from Magisk. Great stuff from Astralis. mousesports are looking a little bit lost. And of course, it's not the first time I've said that. They managed to bring that nuke game home after a similar dominant start from Astralis. But it would need to see, as Chad highlighted, into the final 4 rounds of play. Needs to be mousesports, needs to be the 10-5 half. Cannot afford to give Astralis such a clean room to maneuver into their attack. That's very nice. So Carrigan's taken not a single lick of damage. Already taking up a lot. Oh, I spoke way too soon. Nades, Molotovs arrive and deter. The smoke on the half wall meant he couldn't have support. He had to respect it. Backs away. More nade damage onto Bemis this time.
Look how much utility Astralis have had to drop, though, just to deal with that. Glaive and Zipex now just operating with a smoke each and 1 flash. So the mollies, the nades, they've all been thrown out because there were so much pressure. Unable to get that banana control they were hoping for. And that's information for mousesports at least. Sure, 2 players are operating with very little HP.
The first misread I've seen from Astralis.
Yeah, they've gamble stacked B. Top mid's taken now. Megas playing another naughty little line through the balcony towards Boiler. We could have a multi-spray down as Chris is trying to line up his smoke. He will get it off. That puts mid to B in question, but there's going to be a huge gap. He's flubbed it.
Yeah. And now Chris burning. There's 2 mollies there. Device sits the shot suddenly. Again, Astralis have taken the early lead. Is he really peeking into that? That was crazy stuff. Carrigan already walked up, but a double from Magisk materializes. He's under a lot of pressure, even nading himself in that. But Frozen and Rops, things getting awkward for them, and Magisk makes it even more so. Catches another.
Where the bomb is now.
Yeah.
How does Frozen win this?
There's no way in for him. Here's the reload. No, Magisk has got himself a fresh mag. Could get the graveyard angle, certainly. That's the first. Glaive and Zipex coming up from middle. Frozen has 10 seconds, so the bomb plant is actually faked out. He wanted a frag, and he does get it onto Dupree just as the final frag comes in.
The plant actually would have been better. He might not have been able to get it down. They might have run him down anyway, but if he was able to get that, there would be enough money for them to operate with a better buy. Now it's just going to be another half purchase or Galil's in lieu of AK-47s. And you can see here, as soon as he tapped that, they were on him. So regardless of what he went for there, it wasn't looking good for mousesports. And I think they're the face of Chris J. It's not the one we saw after he hit that absolute banger of a clutch on Nuke. This is so much more like Dust 2. The middle map, potentially a bit of an anomaly here in the series, is unless mousesports are able to have a massive CT haul like they did last time, a 14-1 CT side on Inferno last time these 2 teams met on Inferno. Just feels unlikely at this stage. Another half investment from mousesports as we do hear the tactical timeout music playing. Scout for Robs, a couple of Deagles, Tech 9, the standard kit and caboodle. And Astralis, they'll be buying on in with all the goodies. Device might want to take a pick here with the AWP. Sees Rops towards T-Stairs, thinks better of it. And he'll just scope up towards the end of halls. mousesports look like they want to head for a bit of a B piece. Dave towards top banana. Throws out his utility in exchange. And a smoke from Mouse now. That's going to allow them to at least corral their forces behind it and take control of half of banana. Off of this, they have two options. They can either set up the smoke and go from behind this and be very, very quick about it, hoping to catch players off guard towards sandbags, wait this out, clear the top, and execute into Astralis, who are so good at holding onto their nades. And look at this. We're a minute into this round. They have all 5 HEs. They're still rocking 4 Molotovs. There's a bunch of smokes. They have everything to defend against this. It's perfect from Astralis.
Yeah, they just held on to all of the goodies. Now it's time to drop them. Oh, dupree's taking a couple of risks on the flashbang there, but the nade looks good. And oh my God, look at the health bars. They're just rotting the remaining members of Mouse. They could swing into Zipex. Dupree keeps his partner in crime safe, though. Ooh, maybe the pusher up to tree will catch off Magisk. Device is just going to tuck into that T-ramp, and that's perfect timing. Here's the pin pull. Bemis only gets the one, though. And now trapped in. Frozen. Likely to peek into Device, and doesn't hit the one dig necessary.
Oh.
Gets a bit messy. Able to strafe and move a little bit more erratically with a 5-7, and it does make it hard for Frozen to hit that shot. So 12 is already found by Astralis. It seems that losing Nuke has incited some rage.
I'm surprised that mousesports were able to get so much room here, considering all that utility I was talking about, but potentially just the pacing catching them off guard. As that's the sweat being wiped off the brow. They managed to put the 12th on the board, and as we move forward into this, maybe Mouse just need to continue with the pace, continue with the in-your-face Counter-Strike as Chris J, he steps up to the plate, Device on the other side, and, well, Device hits him for 6. He's going to get traded. Carrigan's fantastic to take that room, take that space, and now over towards A they go, knowing only 2 defenders are there, they can have a 2-on-4.
2-3, solid start. Making things awkward for Robson. Oh, wow, more than awkward. He's actually going to nearly tag out Bemis. Down to 61 on the bomb retrieval. Carrigan working on his apps push and low. Okay, kind of hinging here on Carrigan and his pre-aim onto Magisk's spike position. Oh, he's revealed it just as the smoke fades. Magisk has been playing balcony actively many of these rounds, so you can't blame him. Bemis. All too aware of the potential for a flank. Carrigan too.
Oh, Glaive punishing them here.
So quick.
Look at this.
How did he clock that?
See you later.
Immediately saw them falling back and just sweeps into middle for a free double frag. AK upgrade, dream package deal. Last round of this first half and it's practically over. Astralis have just managed to find 13. Just after mousesports doing something similar to Big Clan.
It's a real shame to see this one simmer out, especially after how high Nuke took us. That was an absolute banger of a performance. A great game. Lots of individuals stepping up, but opening kills have been a problem here for mousesports in this first half. Device has been destroying them. And look at this. Look at this. He's got the Dak, the Doom Hammer, the Auto Sniper. Call it whatever you want. I think if they go outside, they are going to feel its wrath. Oh, Carrigan, you don't know what you're in for, mate. You don't know what you're in for. Look at it go. The damage.
Device onto Carrigan with the Dak. It's a sign of the times. He's got the incendiary. Magic's going to be calling for assistance. A flash is good. Will likely want to peek off of that, but Molotov's going to force his hand out. Their setup is so strong. And this time, Rops wins his duel. Bemis into the side, Device ducks, but Bemis hits the necessary headshot finally. Looks like Mouser got this one, but Dupree with a dunk. Oh, and he's taken another. It's not great. They suddenly lose all of that 3v3, falling to Chris J once again. Now, not the AWP. We know what he's capable with that, but this one just a little bit more nippy. Maybe he's got time. 45 seconds to maneuver around. Zipex is the B player, so he's got a pretty safe assumption as one arch or library side. Bombs on short, and that's knowledge in Dupree's pocket. Would he have time to run B?
He would do.
He's left the AK that was just there, so he's opted to keep the scout.
He's given it a shot. This will be heard. Will it be bitten on, though? Zipex is going to rotate over. He will beat him there.
And Zipex even has an incendiary, dude.
Sorry, Chris. You're going to have to run through this, mate.
And Zipex isn't holding it, so he's actually giving him the plant. Unless he pushes fast. He is so quick. A nice pace from a Zipex there. It doesn't quite deny the plant. Chris is happy to at least... I don't know. What am I talking about? It's the last round of play. I was trying to find some sort of silver lining. It's 14, folks. 14-1. Inferno is all Astralis.
Of my mind, trying to find a story to believe. And I've been getting sick of how I'm spending all my time, searching for a way to find relief. And I can stay inside, go to sleep, but I feel like I need to let go. And I can spin a web of any story that I like, but tonight I wanna make a masterpiece. Stepped out looking like a small fire, half glass and filled with desire. Head down, but I know I can't deny it. Life is fun when you're a liar. That I've been told, I'm gonna paint a new reality. It doesn't take a lot to turn a person into gold. Yeah, I've been getting good at alchemy. And you can stay inside in the dark, but without it you never let go. And when you're done with hiding and you wanna have control, you and I can find a perfect fantasy. Stepped out looking like a small fire, half glass that filled with desire. Head down, but I know I can't deny it. Life is fun when you're a liar.
Chad,
Alex.
comebacks.
Yeah,
We've seen some crazy ones in our time.
a fair few.
It's not happening, is it?
Nah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I can warm up the car now. You want to do the rest of the show on your own?
No, I'm Gucci, man. I've got a sneaking suspicion that Astralis might get us out of here quick.
I might throw a little bit of a stat line at you here. Device was flawless in opening duels. Now, he wasn't involved in 1 or 2. He was involved in 8.
Holy moly.
8 opening duels in that opening half. Device was able to get the better of the mousesports members. As we kick this one off, Utility, 2 members, Glaive, Zipex, they're purchasing on in. Everyone else with Kevlar and those Glocks. Couple of decoys.
Throwing one out fast top mid.
We're seeing them getting used a little bit more and more frequently.
Thank God Chad's not your in-game leader, otherwise he'd bite your head off.
Well, yeah.
Decoys are useless. Stop buying them.
If I didn't call
Save that $50, you idiot.
If I didn't call a strat with the decoy being a part of it, it will be useless.
Well, it's in the bush, Chad. That's really well hidden. You didn't think about that, did you? 16 rounds of play. This is our 16th, and yes, they are trying to make it look like a convincing B. It feels they're very convincing, paired with a couple of real shots and steps.
The fact that you have to calm that out, yeah, guys, they threw 2 decoys banana. What a nuisance.
Yeah, I have to say that out loud. But
God damn it.
They are walking into a mousesport stack.
Flashes could be good from Chris here.
They are setting up a trap here.
A mouse trap, if you would.
I just heard a smoke B, so they all have heard that too. Doesn't seem to deter them at all. My God, they are about to charge into a meat grinder. And Glaive has been spotted. That wasn't the bomb, but that is the util. He wants to try and drop his smoke as fast as he can towards library side. Lurk smoke Balk as well. mousesports, you're in all the right places. Molly forces Rops into the corner.
Oh no.
And the flash. Oh, no. It's such a good flash. It's not the double they needed because Chris J's just taken over. What was that? His flashbang and his fragging has given them the second round. Bemis just confirms the formality of it all, but I want to see that one again, please.
Yeah, where was Chris getting those kills from? I was all focused on that pit jewel. Zipex must have had a kill completely blind
Flash,
there.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think like it looked great. I think they actually flashed that mini pit hidey hole. They had 2 members there.
Here he is. Oh, simple as you like. Not,
Simple as you like, says Chadney.
Well, when they're not looking at you and falling out of the sky, Alex, they're always the easiest ones,
Yeah, you'd have clicked your finger right then as well.
That quick, definitely that quick.
100%, man, I have no doubt.
You should have seen me in that 1-on-4 I would have made it even quicker.
Yeah, exactly. Carrigan's not had a great game as we take a look at his stats, but I mean, that's just redundant at that point.
All right, well, let's consider the fact that Astralis are giving them a 3rd round just by going for these Glocks. They want to bring the AKs out in round number 18.
Well, they've potentially overcooked the pot here, Chad. Are you ready for some actual analysis from me?
Here we go.
It's a question, so it's not real analysis. I'm asking you a question, but have they perhaps overdone it on the SMGs, especially because of Astralis' choice to go eco? They've kind of outplayed them by losing this round.
Yeah. Now, there's a couple of options. Once mousesports realize what type of buy they were up against, they need to identify how they want to approach that gun round. Now, with the SMGs, you could use it in
you can't really bonus when Astralis have 14 already.
Yeah, it doesn't, obviously it doesn't work in the same facet, but if they have a set piece in mind, or the way that they're able to at least go into the round with some confidence, we could be talking a 4-man banana control with the SMGs. We could be talking up close and personal towards the boiler room window or even towards halls. You could do a 4-man stack close mid, but it will have to be a gamble. You're right. There's no way that they're going to be operating with full rifles. I don't think they'll be upgrading into those.
He's got the bomb, and he's making noise. Look how much restraint they're showing. Finally, the bomb's been spotted. Carrigan says, the bomb's alone top mid. And we found the banana players. They're charging towards me.
They need to die.
Yeah, that's what they're working on, but they've actually managed to kill.
No, there's only 20 seconds. They need to die, and they need to die quick.
Oh, shoot. You've just made a very solid point here.
Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him.
Oh, no.
Honestly, just run away. Run as far as you can.
I've never seen it. Carrigan's made the call.
Hide.
They can't even plan.
Run.
Okay, Zipex does well to die, but now they're pegging it, and Astralis are about to screw the pooch themselves. He's just desperately, kill me. Kill me. And Magis, he gets the bomb down. He might even take one with him, but yeah. He's the only one to be punished at the end of that. That is hilarious. I haven't seen that in Counter-Strike before. Seeing CTs charging away from an eco. Oh, wow, that's hilarious. I mean, that's even putting a smile on mousesports' face.
Well, Megas guy, he's only down to...
He did so well. Astralis did so well at actually dying there. I can't believe that's my analysis. This is what I was talking about. Now, the conversation prior to that comedy show was that the bonus SMGs, though you invested heavily, will likely have to be kept. So, Astralis, they've got an advantage here. He's up Frozen. Oh, Frozen takes that fight. That was brave, and they've baited him into the fight. Now Magisk wants to punish. Oh, trying to stop the retrieval. Magisk is the one that deserves it. He's recovered it. Makes it from his fallen comrade, but an early frag is exactly what this bonus round would have needed. And Frozen once more, he's not quite done. Even his speculative shots are doing good damage. Look at the health bars. Astralis being stretched thin.
This one's going to taper on out for a moment, and imagine the bonus round from mousesports getting upgraded with 5 AK-47s. That would be one way to start a comeback. If they can keep this one clean, they can really punish Astralis here, who with the 50 seconds left on the clock have 2 men hemorrhaged. The walking wounded, Glaive and Magus, go over towards Archside, leads Glaive. Dupree's with him. Dupree's found the head of Chris, so they've leveled things up. There is a chance for them to swarm over towards the A bomb site. The Arch smoke is an indication that at least they're having a look in. And Glaive's trying to wrap.
That smoke's going to deny Glaive a lot of info, and you don't want to be grey screen walking through. It does feel like that's the cruel reality of it all. Bemis confirms he was looking that way. 20 seconds. They're going to have to disrespect that molly. Yeah, Dupree's just lost half of his health on the push, but it doesn't stop him getting the frag. Astralis get 2 into the A site. And despite the early damage being inflicted, they're all sitting there on half health, but the bomb goes down all the same. And it's not a retake you can win with MP9s. This is a reluctant acceptance of their fate here.
They couldn't even get an AK from Device because Magus picked that up due to the fact that he didn't get a loss bonus. So
True.
Somehow it worked out for Astralis as it looks like they'll keep 4 alive. If you're Carrigan and you're frozen, you might want to stay up close and personal just to make sure that a few of them do go down with the bomb here, make them have to reinvest. I know it won't matter that you're up against the 15th, but if they go in with any emissions within their buy, that might be the difference between winning or losing a round. There's some damage from Carrigan. How much more can he get? Continuing forward, good for the stats, but eventually taken out by Glaive. Bomb goes off.
Oh, his plans are different. Okay, I thought it was a default plan. That would have hurt. Astralis 15, mousesports 3 is the story of Inferno. Right back on the horse after such an intense nuke. I thought we were destined for a 3rd map to remember. I'm sure Astralis will. Mousesports going to want to forget it. Looking to finish off the night. Closing in on 10 p.m. Astralis 1 round away, and they have got plenty to play with. Any sort of toys they can possibly muster, the CTs drag themselves to the site.
Good luck, Mouse.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see.
Chris is about to pick too. Well, down to 15. The round just got harder. The difficulty level turned up now.
Yeah, it's on 11. And Bemis is in a position to get, well, I was going to say, a frag. He's actually been Molotoved off before that could even manifest, and now Glaive continues to deny Bracket's control single-handedly. Magic's doing the same over at Banana. You've got a passive mousesports, and I'm sure you're not surprised to find that out.
They've done this with ease here, Astralis.
They've got everything they need.
The bomb is at T stairs, but there's plenty of time on the clock, and they have enough utility to go for whatever execute they please. Device now tucked in, heal rotations through the speedway, and the indications from Astralis is we're heading A. Smoke towards pit. They continue forward, a minute on the clock at this juncture, and still no clear indication where they want to finish. We saw some mad rounds with Ents versus Astralis where they were back and forth as you like.
That's right. Doto nearly with the crazy 1v4. Magisk is going to grab himself the bomb. So, is it B? One would assume. Magisk is actually joining the pack at A, so they're just going to park Device on this B site. And like you can see, he's got a Molotov and a smoke, so he's going to start throwing that stuff out. He's even got a lineup, has he? Yeah, love to see it. Frozen's going to be forced off that one. Oh, it's not quite as good as it should have been, but it is enough to certainly show the presence. Carrigan hasn't moved. And so the A hits coming in and the CTs are in the right place. This time, however, Carrigan's gone down early. Rob's playing anti-flash. He's holding the line perfectly, looking for the rifle upgrade. That's the frags they wanted to avoid, though. Dupree and Glaive will be seeing the bomb down in the last few seconds to spare. I think 4 on the clock as that one is extended. Device jiggled out by Frozen, and now, oof, lovely. They've started off this 2v3 with the necessary first, but all it takes is Glaive, and this is done. Astralis, that's dominance. That's huge. A 16-3 thrashing